Good morning. As you now know, I was elected treasurer at the January Board of Trustees meeting. That's what happens when you follow Tina. I will do my best to keep you as informed as my predecessors have done. I am indebted to the guidance and support of both Bill and Paul, the most immediate past treasurers, as well as the patience of the ARIN staff. I asked a lot of questions leading up to this presentation. I'm excited to be here to present the ARIN Treasurer's Report. I know that the Treasurer's Report is the reason you're all here. Today I'll tell you a little bit about the work of the Finance Committee over the past few months, after which I'll review the 2017 financial results, provide some highlights of the investment portfolio, and then look at the 2018 budget. The Finance Committee continues to monitor the investment portfolio for compliance with the investment policy statement and make adjustments required in consultation with our investment consultants. At the end of February, the portfolio balance was at $29.7 million. The Finance Committee reviewed the proposed fee schedule changes that are now in front of the community for consultation. ARIN staff worked diligently to develop the 2018-2019 budget, which was then finalized by the board. I'd like to acknowledge the significant efforts that Nate and Val and their teams put into getting that budget ready. Thank you. The Finance Committee reviewed the 2017 unaudited financial results earlier this year, and we will review the draft statements shortly, as Val mentioned earlier. Finally, work on the IRS 990 form is underway and will soon be ready for Finance Committee review. The 2017 financial results are in front of you. Registration revenue came in under budget, primarily due to lower IPv6 renewals, while investment income was higher than anticipated due to significantly better yields in the portfolio than were budgeted. Expenses for the year came in $2 million under budget, and I will highlight some of the significant variances in the next few slides. The good news is that instead of a $4.3 million draw on reserves for 2017, there was a $6,000 increase to the reserves. You can see that salary and benefits are under budget by $400,000. This is due to the ARIN Online salary and fringe benefits capitalization. Software and equipment support is under budget because some of the net app storage for Chantilly came in well under budget. Depreciation is under budget due to the ARIN Online delayed capitalized expenses and because some computer hardware purchases were postponed in the year. Rent and occupancy was well under budget in 2017 as a result of the lease for the Concord offices being taken over early in the year. This created a savings for the organization. The NRO expense in 2017 was impacted by a correction for a 2016 overaccrual and the 2017 NRO expense being less than anticipated. Both these factors produced a budget variance of over $200,000. ARIN's investment portfolio is allocated into 3 distinct funds, each with different investment objectives. The long-term reserve fund was by far the largest component at $25.8 million at December 31st. The legal defense fund stands at $2.1 million at the end of the fiscal year, and the operating reserve fund is at $1.6 million at the end of the year. The chart in front of you illustrates the investment portfolio balances over the past 6 years. Over the last 4 years, you can see that the portfolio balance has been quite stable. Now for the 2018 budget, where you will see the 2018 budget compared to 2017 actuals. I will note that we have projected revenues of $20.9 million for the year, and we have budgeted expenses of $23.9 million, which leaves us with an expected $3 million draw on our reserves for the year 2018. Some budgeted expenses that I'll draw your attention to: salaries and employee benefits, where we have an increase in personnel costs and slightly lower capitalized costs for ARIN online development. Depreciation costs will increase primarily as a result of the ARIN online capitalization. Professional fees and outreach increases to include our Caribbean liaison and outreach efforts. General office budget is increased due to the cost resulting from a rising trend of customer credit card payments. 70% of our customers are now paying by credit card. On this next slide, member meetings shows an increase for 2018 due to higher costs for hotel and airfare in 2018. The travel budget for 2018 has increased over 2017 actuals by about 7% due to the locations involved and also the increased cost of travel as noted above. And finally, NRO expenses reflect the reduction in expense that we incurred for 2017. That's the end of the Treasurer's presentation. If there's any questions.
Microphone's open for question on the Treasurer's report.
Oh, come on. Okay, so it wasn't the most riveting.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you.